evening and welcome to the historic Watertown Civic Arena, the legendary home of your Watertown Arrows. You're watching Arrow TV, the best high school sports broadcast produced entirely by Watertown high school students and community members. I am Cam Corey, your host for tonight's ESD action between the Watertown Arrows and the Harrisburg Tigers. Harrisburg is in a rough patch right now, having lost their last three. Last game was against a really good Brandon Valley team. Watertown Arrows, on the other hand, they're riding a wave right now. They're playing their best basketball of the season. Defensively, the Arrows can match any team in the state. It's on the offensive side, however, that they do struggle in that consistency. And we'll talk a little bit about these two teams. It's senior night, though, here in the Watertown Civic Arena. There are 5 seniors for the Watertown Arrows, and Coach Rohde is going to start all 5 of them here tonight. Just a class act and a class decision to start the 5 seniors who haven't started all together all season. It's been back and forth, but tonight in unison, they are all going to start for the Watertown Arrows. We'll talk more about those 5 seniors. They're a close-knit group, and as we talk tonight, we'll let you know where they're going and what their future plans are. Both of these teams are fighting for position in the AA PowerPoint standings. Harrisburg comes in with a 9-10 record, and they are sitting just outside of hosting a SODAC 16 matchup. They're in number 9 spot. They obviously want to move up one more spot, but this is the final regular season game for Harrisburg. Not sure how it'll end up, but they can't drop this one if they want to move up. So definitely have some postseason implications in this game. Meanwhile, the Watertown Arrows, they are 7-11 on the year. They're sitting in that 12th spot in the AA PowerPoint standings. And they've been moving, inching up here in the last week and a half, 2 weeks in the PowerPoint standings. And they are currently in that 12th position. And they obviously want to move up. Tonight is their second to last game. They'll have one more game against the Peer Governors on Saturday. But obviously they want to move up. In, you know, when you get into that 10, 11, 12 spot, those matchups against 5, 6, and 7 certainly can be attainable. And that is something that the Watertown Arrows will be looking to do here tonight. Let's talk about the visitors of Harrisburg. They've really been a solid squad all year long. Their record does sit under that 500, but they play a tough schedule, and we know they're in the postseason. They're going to be having a very close matchup, whether it's an 8-9 matchup and them as the 9th seed, or if they're going to be the 8th seed and host the 9th. Right now, if it were to happen today, the Harrisburg Tigers would be playing the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And they'd be traveling there. Obviously, they win this one. Maybe Aberdeen drops down to that 9 spot, and Aberdeen goes to Harrisburg. Both places do create a big home court advantage. It's tough to win in Aberdeen. It's tough to win in Harrisburg. And so, you know, both of these teams looking to trying to host, that is in the Golden Eagles and in the Harrisburg Tigers. On the other side, we've got the Watertown Arrows, a team that, as I mentioned earlier, has been playing some of its best basketball as of late. And as they've been steadily improving, this team is not the same team we saw in that first matchup against Great Plains Lutheran High School. They did win that one against that Class A foe. but they didn't play well, and they were missing some of their athletes coming off of injury from that volleyball season. And from there, that first game until today, this is a remarkably different team. The defense is tenacious, and as we mentioned, offensively, they can go in streaks. They can be very streaky, but consistency has been a foe for these Watertown Arrows. If the tournament were to happen today, that's Sodak 16, the Arrows would be traveling to Mitchell to face off against the Colonels. But, you know, a strong finish here tonight, a strong finish and maybe a win coming out of the Governors or against the Governors in Pierre. Never know, could they move up another spot? Certainly possible, I think, and that could shift some things into the Watertown Arrows' favor. A couple of key players that we need to watch here tonight for Harrisburg is number 20. She is McKinley Lawrenson, a 5'11" forward, and she plays well on both ends of the court. She is committed to continue her basketball and academic careers for the Augustana Vikings, the Division II power out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And so we look for her and to be a strong player. Obviously, it's the first time that the Arrows have faced Harrisburg this year, but Lawrenson is certainly a good player to watch. Another player for the Tigers to watch, and you know, she's number 22, Claire McCallum, and frankly, Prep Hoops is calling her a stock riser. She plays the AAU circuit, and it'll be interesting. I have not seen her play, but I do look forward to seeing her here this evening. For Watertown, Emery Thury, she's been the offensive leader for the Watertown Arrows. She wears number 5. And the Arrows in their home white here tonight. She is the offensive leader, the point scorer per se for the Watertown Arrows. She averages 10.9 points per game, but arguably she also can go very hot. And if she gets hot, she can shoot from the perimeter. She is quick and very confident driving into the lane. So we see her drive into the lane, we see her shoot from the perimeter, the 3-point, and then she doesn't come off the floor very often. So her defense also, she is one of those tenacious defenders for the Arrows. Fellow senior Grace Corey, she wears number 22. She stands at only 5'6" tall, but does lead the Arrows in the rebounding category, and she averages nearly 8 rebounds per game, which is, she's an intelligent girl. She plays the game well. She reads the shot, she reads the ball, puts herself in a position and plays much, much taller than she is. Offensively, she averages right around that 8 points a game as well, and most of those are coming off of paint shots. She, you know, is short, and so she has to maneuver her way, contort her body per se, in order to get those shots, but she does play bigger than she is. The other seniors, Madison Grimsrud, she wears number 40. She stands at 6'1" tall, and she will be manning the post here tonight for the Watertown Arrows. Emma Hendricks, she wears number 10. She'll be starting for the Arrows. She's a 5'7" senior guard, and she will run the point. We've seen her this year run the point pretty regularly, and I assume that'll happen again tonight. And the other senior starting here tonight is Molly Hendricks. Molly Hendricks, a 5'8" senior forward. And we'll see her playing that, she's a strong guard. She is also a confident down low. We'll see her attack that basket as well. We're only 20 seconds away from tip-off between these two teams. For Harrisburg, they're looking to execute here tonight against these Watertown Arrows. They're going to look to limit the turnovers, take advantage of their size in the paint. And it is no secret, it's been this way all year, that the Watertown Arrows have been undersized, and tonight will be no different. If Harrisburg can control the boards, get those high percentage shots, Lawrenson down low, they have a great chance to come away with that win. For Watertown, pace is the key, consistency is the key. They have found success when they have pushed the tempo and they've gotten out into transition. If they can create that fast break, those types of opportunities, play that tenacious defense, and knock down some perimeter shots, they have a strong chance to defend their home court and come out of here with the win as well. It's going to be a great game. We've got some major postseason implications here, and we can't wait to get this one started. Harrisburg Tigers and the Watertown Arrows. We're going to turn it over to Austin Fordham and the Watertown High School Band for our national anthem.
Salute the flag. The anthem will be played by the Watertown High School Band under the direction of Austin Fordham. First, let's meet our Arrow cheerleaders. Taylor Buckles, Kendra Buckles, Adrian Schultz, Natalie Benson, Alexis Olsen, Kaylin Nordquist, and Cameron Nordquist. Arrow cheerleading advisor is Mallory Hoffman. And now your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Harrisburg Tigers. Number 1 is a 5'4" senior guard, Maya Johnson. Number 3 is a 5'7" senior guard, Bryn Van Mackern. Number 10 is a 5'6" sophomore guard, Logan Gurnell. Number 20 is a 5'10" senior forward, McKinley Lawrenson. And number 30, a 5'8" senior forward, Jada Mason. Assistant coaches, Dana Biggie, Haley Holling, Nick Zeman, and Stephanie Ornelas. Head coach of the Tigers, Nick Meyer.
And the scene is set. We have the Harrisburg Tigers coming in that number 9 spot, looking to host a Sodax 16, and the Arrows in that 12 spot, looking to move up in the rankings. McKinley Lauritsen, the 5'11 senior, tipping off against Madison Grimsrud, the 6'1 senior. Grimsrud does win the tip, but it does go to Harrisburg. Lauritsen, number 20, she is playing for next year, committed to play for Augustana. Inside, no good. Rebound to Emery Thury. Emery Thury pushing it down. Grace Corey up with the left-hand layup, misses it. Rebound to Harrisburg. Johnson with the rebound, gives that off to Van Bakern. Van Bakern now to Johnson. Johnson in the paint, outside to Mason. Mason drives, good drive, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound does go to Harrisburg. Shots up, and it is drilled by Logan Durnell. Logan Durnell, she plays in that AAU circuit as well. Durnell, a sophomore. Thury into the paint, as we talked about. Corey with the rebound, goes up with the left hand for 2. 3-2 in the early going of quarter number 1. Again, the 5 seniors for the Watertown Arrows starting here tonight. First time that they have all started, and it is senior night in the Watertown Civic Arena. Just a class act by Coach Rohde, showing and giving respect to these seniors for all of the time that they have put into basketball and Arrow basketball. We're seeing Molly Hendricks working down low, gives it off to her sister, Emma. Emma to Madison Grimsrud. Grimsrud working. Lauritsen on Grimsrud, gets her stop. Molly working in the paint. She goes up strong, and that is something Molly does. Corey gets the rebound and goes up off the glass. Strong shot for Corey. So we're seeing that exactly what we talked about. These girls, these seniors, they play with confidence. Van Bakern goes outside. Too strong and off of Lauritsen. The Arrows will take possession. Kinsey Russell comes in for Molly Hendricks, and Malia Kranz comes in for Madison Grimsrud. Both juniors. 2 juniors, 3 seniors on the court for the Arrows. Shots up by Russell. And it hit the guide wire and then dropped in, but that unfortunately is not going to count for the Arrows. Harrisburg up 6-4 in quarter number 1. Inbound pass does go to Johnson. Johnson's going to be picked up by Russell at the half-court stripe. Johnson with the right hand now gives it off to number 12, and that is Lincoln Tryon. Lauritsen with the left hand, too strong, rebound Corey. Corey on the dribble. She's gonna set up the offense, gives it to Thury on the left hand perimeter. Shots up by Kranz, the soft touch by the junior. Malia Kranz for 2. Van Bakern in some trouble, steps through it, and timeout is called by Harrisburg. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Both teams will talk about it. We'll catch our breath. 6-6 in quarter number 1. Be right back.
Cold Stone Ice Cream still available in the concourse. Support the Children's Miracle Network and Watertown Student Council.
After the quick timeout, the Arrows come right back out on the court. Arrows we will see a guard, Jordan Remmers. By the way, happy birthday to Jordan Remmers. It is her sweet 16. She wears number 12 for the Arrows. Arrows are coming out, looks like in a 1-2-2 zone. Shots up by Tryon, and she gets the rim and drops in for three. The sophomore, Tryon, just a sophomore. Jordan Remmers, left-hand dribble. She's going to take the three. No good. Rebound to Lawrenson. Lawrenson now gives it off to Van Bakern. Van Bakern, she's quick. She stops her dribble. Gives it to Lawrenson. Lawrenson looks down low to 22, which is Allison Flanagan. Lawrenson is blocked by Malia Kranz. Good defense by Malia Kranz, just a junior. One of the top throwers in the state is Kranz, and that's something that you're going to see really by both of these teams, the multi-sport athletes. Harrisburg off to the races. Good defensive pressure by the Arrows did force Dernill into maybe not the best shot, but the Arrows unable to do anything with it. Lawrenson looks to shoot. She is picked up by Kranz. Now to Tryon. Tryon back to Van Bakern. Van Bakern steps through. Inside out, shots up, bank shot for three by Lincoln Tryon. Harrisburg extends their lead up to 6 right now. 12-6 in quarter number 1. Seeing Lily Mack in for the Arrows. She wears number 20. Russell looking. Mack, one dribble, picks it up, goes to Remmers on the cut. Remmers goes up, no good. Good look there by Mack, and on the other side, Lawrenson goes up strong with the left hand off the glass and gets that to go. 14-6, Harrisburg. And Lily Mack trying to go to Remmers, and just an unforced error. Emerson Goldhammer in for Harrisburg. Good cut inside by Goldhammer. Loses the handle. Pushes it outside to Dernill. Dernill just turns around and dribbles right in, and she's going to be fouled. Dernill just basically, she just put her head down and was going to be undenied as she went up into the paint there, dribbling with her back to the basket, and then just kind of about face and dribbled right into the paint, went up, and she was fouled. That foul is going to be on Lily Mack. Lily Mack will check out. Grace Corey, the senior, back in. And Dernill gets both of those to go. So Harrisburg up by 10 when they're on a 10-0 run right now. The Arrows need a basket. Goldhammer on Thury. Thury working. Now to Remmers. Remmers on the dribble. Picks up her dribble, tries to go inside. Russell. Thury shoots, no good, and tracked down. Long rebound by Remmers. Remmers now goes into the paint, and she loses the handle, gets it to Thury. Thury to Corey. Corey on the left wing, tries to go in. It is off the hands of Johnson, and we're going to have a held ball. possession will go to the Arrows. Andy Olson now in for Watertown. Andy, a sophomore. This Arrow team plays a lot of players, and they're young. We had an official, needed to check something out, talks with the table, has it figured out, and play will resume. Corey inbounding, looking, gets it to Andy Olson. Russell on the drive, and she's going to be stripped. Tryon lets things clear out, gives it to Lawrenson. Lawrenson working, now back to Johnson. Johnson has stopped Lawrenson, deep shot, off the front of the rim. Rebound by Flanagan, back to Lawrenson, now to Johnson, wide open three, no good. Corey gets the long rebound, she's in trouble. She does get it out to Kranz. Russell waits for numbers, Remmers in the drive, no good. And not sure exactly what happened there. Lost the handle. So maybe just a little bit out of control trying to go into the hoop there. We would have maybe liked to have seen a jump stop or a strong shot to the hoop. Nonetheless, it will be a turnover, and Harrisburg's Johnson will be at the point. She's going to be picked up by Russell. Corey with the steal. Corey looking, gives it into Remmers, and just a little bit too far in front of Remmers. Again, the Harrisburg Tigers are on a 10-0 run. It was all knotted up at 6-6 in this first quarter. But we're going to finish after one. Harrisburg 16, Watertown 6. Seeing the outside shooting, good shot there by Lincoln Tryon. And Lawrenson is... So after one, Harrisburg Tigers 16, Watertown 6. And it was a 10-0 run to finish that first quarter that we saw. Lawrenson, playing well, and she went hard off the glass and took control of maybe that offensive side, but the Harrisburg Tigers are really moving the ball well. They're transitioning well. After the first couple of points, they've now settled down. But the Arrows themselves, they're amped up. This is senior night. The seniors know this is the last time that they're going to play on the Civic Arena, no matter the sport. And so they're amped up. You have the underclassmen that no doubt they want to play hard. They want to win for these seniors. So, they know they're not getting a Sodak 16 game and last game on the hallowed halls, if you will, of the Civic Arena. And so we'll hopefully see the Arrows settle down a little bit and get back to their brand of basketball. And we are going to see a steal. And then a foul, and that foul will be called on Johnson. Maya Johnson, a 5'4" senior guard. That'll be her first foul. Emma Hendricks back in for the Arrows. She's going to run the point, does give it off to Corey. Corey to Thury now. Malia Kranz working down low against Lawrenson. Thury thought better of getting it down to Kranz right there. Thury working, trying to go low, trying to get in there. Shots up by Russell, open shot, and that's going to be off of Johnson. The Arrows will maintain possession. Both of these teams really do have several multi-sport athletes. For the Arrows, the majority of these athletes play volleyball as well. I believe for Harrisburg, only one of the basketball players plays volleyball, but several of them are involved in cross-country, track, and soccer. So definitely multi-sport athletes. Thury on the drive, and she is going to get fouled.
Senior Emery Thury.
In fact, I believe Bergen Stiff is, she wears number 33, maybe the only volleyball player, at least that I can remember from the state tournament championship team of the Harrisburg Tigers. Thury misses the first one. It's a second chance, and she gets that one to go. Lawrenson gives it off to Durnell. Durnell picked up by Hendricks. Now back to Lawrenson. Nice shot and move by Bryn Van Bakker, the 5'7" senior guard. At one point by Thury at the free throw line did break this long scoring drought of the Arrows. Hendricks tried to go low to Malia Kranz and just threw that a little bit too low for Kranz to be able to handle that. Shots up by Lawrenson. She was kind of looking for the foul, maybe a little stutter step before she released that. Corey on the drive, goes up with the right hand and gets that to go. Strong drive in, no good. Rebound goes to Emma Hendricks. Emma Hendricks in the paint, she shoots, no good. Rebound by Tryon, I believe. Lawrenson, nice crossover dribble and off the glass.
Basket by Kayla Lawrenson.
Lawrenson with 7 points in this game. Harrisburg up 20-9 in this ESD battle. Corey with the shot, and no good. Rebound by Tryon. Defense by Hendricks. Shot was up by Van Bakker, no good. Thury into the paint. Finger roll, no good. Durnill's all alone, and she misses the layup. Rebound by Malia Kranz, who was hustling down the court. So good hustle by Malia Kranz. Russell on the drive, looking in. She stopped, back out to Hendricks. Thury, she's gonna be at the stripe, no good. Corey shoots, and they're not gonna call a foul. That definitely looked like a foul from up here anyway. I am in the stands. Lawrenson picks up her dribble, now gives it off to Tryon. To Van Bakker, and she drives, and Corey is going to be called for the foul. Had the step on Corey, and Corey tried to catch up. Bucket is good.
Gertrude, Olsen, Mack, and Remmers check in for the
Wholesale
Arrows.
substitutions for the Arrows, and Coach Rohde is going to call a timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll be back for the conclusion of this second quarter.
Watertown.
And we're back in the second quarter at the Watertown Civic Arena. 3:45 remaining in this first half. Harrisburg, after a 6-6 tie, has really put the clamp on the Arrows in their offensive side. And we talked about that in pregame, that consistency on the offensive side has been an issue for the Arrows this season. Defensively, they generally play pretty well tonight. I mean, 22 points is actually a high number that the Arrows generally don't put up in games. But it's happened here, and the Arrows, they'll look to put the clamp on Harrisburg and try and get back into this one. Harrisburg comes out. They want to step on the Arrows, not allow them any breathing room to get back into this game. And we're going to have a held ball, and that is Lincoln Tryon that's able to tie up Emory Thury. Jordan Remmers, the birthday girl, drives in, picks up her dribble, looks for help, punched away. She gets her dribble back. She's going to give it off to Olsen, another sophomore. Olsen shoots, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. That'll send Andy Olsen to the free throw line.
Andy Olsen at the line to shoot 2 for the Arrows.
Andy averages 2.3 points per game. You can see that right on that outstretched elbow. Good replay by our camera folks. Olsen gets that one. The Arrows come out in a full court press. They're going to back off. Durnell down by herself under the basket, gives it out to Tryon. Tryon shoots the three and gets that to go. Tryon now with 9 points in this first half. Madison Grimsrud working, takes the step through, shoots, and gets the nice finger roll. Madison Grimsrud, nice footwork. And for 2 for that senior. Madison Grimsrud going to play volleyball at Dakota State University. Down for Coach Lindsay Wilbur. That shot's up by Logan Durnell, and she gets that one to go. Coach Rohde's going to call a timeout, 29-12, and right now Harrisburg is hitting on all cylinders. We'll be back.
Hey everybody, this is Dan Feldheim, former Jackrabbit quarterback in the Watertown class of 1998. You're watching Arrow TV.
Special thanks to Dan Feldheim for joining us here on Arrow TV. Watertown High School class of, I believe, 2008? 1998. I aged him, or actually, Ryan Remmers, who's in my ear over here, he just aged him 10 years. I was trying to keep you younger, Dan. Dan has a daughter that plays for Harrisburg. So welcome back to the Civic Arena. Jordan Remmers gives it off to Thury. Thury sees a cutting Andy Olsen. Andy Olsen is going to be rejected by Allison Flanagan. Good defensive play by Flanagan. Flanagan's going to get the shot and gets that to go. Coach Rohde calls a timeout right away, wants to talk about it again. Dan Feldheim, by the way, played quarterback for SDSU. 4 years, I believe, he was the at the helm there for the Jackrabbits. So thanks for joining us here on Arrow TV, Dan, and spending your time. Giving a shout out. Coach Rohde doing everything he can right now to keep this game within reach. But Harrisburg up big, 31-12. And there's a minute 50 remaining in this second quarter. Jordan Remmers is going to inbound. She gets it back from Thury, breaks the press, and she gets her pocket picked by Flanagan. Strong drive by Van Bochteren, and Van Bochteren does go to the hoop strong. And what we've seen is she goes strong to the hoop on that right side. So if the Arrows can recognize that and know that she's going to that right side. Step through and off the glass, no good. Rebound to Flanagan. Second chance opportunity for Harrisburg. Shots up by Durnell, and she drains it. Simply put, the Harrisburg Tigers are shooting lights out. I haven't watched them yet this year, but if they have shot like this in all of their games, they would not have a sub 500 record. They are shooting just amazing. Thury shoots and no good. Rebound by Flanagan. 47 seconds remaining. Lawrenson working off of Thury, goes off the glass, no good. Rebound by Flanagan. Flanagan gets it out. Lawrenson with the three, no good. Rebound, Remmers. Remmers just about has her pocket picked again by Goldhammer, but it does go down as a foul.
Molly Hendricks in for Watertown.
We'll see Molly Hendricks back in the game.
Maya Johnson for the Tigers.
Madison Grimsrud working on Lawrenson, and they're going to call a travel on Madison Grimsrud. That'll give Harrisburg 15 seconds to work with. Johnson gives it back to Lawrenson. And Lawrenson not called for a travel. Rebound by Corey. Arrows shoot, no good. So that is how the first half is going to end. Harrisburg Tigers up big, 34-12. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the second half of this ESD matchup between the Harrisburg Tigers and your Watertown Arrows.
Tonight, we would like to honor her for her years of service and loyalty. With an average of 50 events a year, she has worked about 2,000 high school events, maybe more, with other activities and state tournaments. Thank you for all you have done to make sure concessions have been successful for Watertown activities. Let's hear it for Phyllis.
Phyllis Bowersox getting recognized for 40 years of working in the Watertown Civic Arena concession stand. So congratulations and thank you for your service, Phyllis Bowersox. I didn't mention it earlier, and now it seems kind of like a moot point, but you know, the Harrisburg Tigers are on a big winning streak right now against the Watertown Arrows. In fact, Watertown is 0-10 against Harrisburg since February of 2018. The last meeting that these two played was last February, so February 2024, about a year ago, and Harrisburg defeated Watertown in that game 71-41, but that was down in Harrisburg. You know, we're hoping that here at the at home that the scales would turn, but that has not been the case here so far tonight. But I wish I had some statistics, because Harrisburg has just been shooting lights out from the three-point territory. Harrisburg did take 4th place in the South Dakota AA state tournament last year, and they've only been in the AA ranks since 2014. In the last year, they've only won a state championship one time, and the last time they did win the state championship was their last year in A division, which was 2013. The last time Watertown was in the state tournament was 2023, and they are 3-time state tournament champions in AA, and the last time winning in 2009 under Coach Pat McClemens. They did win one championship when in 1976, which was in A division, and that was before AA became a thing here in South Dakota. But right now, Watertown is looking to go 0-11 unless they can turn this around and have just a phenomenal second half and really switch the tide, change the tide. Watertown is going to have to shoot lights out, and Harrisburg is going to be, you know, struggling or going to need to not shoot and hit on so many shots. We do have senior night here at the Watertown Civic Arena. We're going to play a game of Kahoot. So if you are watching at home or you're listening here in the Arena, get on to Kahoot, put in the game pin 563-2828, and join us for some Watertown seniors trivia. We talk about these seniors, and after we go through our trivia, we'll talk a little bit more about them, where they're going, what their future plans are. I will give just a quick, maybe a little heads up. I would put these 5 seniors up academically against any senior class of the state. They are simply very gifted in the classroom. And they're, while I don't know their GPAs, they know that academics is an important part of the high school experience, and they do prioritize that student-athlete experience. All of these seniors play multiple sports, and they do that while also maintaining just a great academic record. And so just these seniors are second to none, and we'll talk more about them as we go through our Kahoot. All right, so let's get started. This fall, this baby will be a molecular and biomedical biology student at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. Molly Hendricks and Emma Hendricks. Molly is going to the University of Nebraska Omaha to be a molecular biologist. This senior is going to study elementary education at St. Cloud State University. Also going to play a sport there. And the answer is Emery Thury. Emery Thury going to St. Cloud State, going to play some volleyball and study to become a teacher. I did give this answer out inadvertently in the first half, but this senior is going to be a nursing major at Dakota Wesleyan next fall, and she's going to play volleyball for the Tigers down in Mitchell, and that is none other than Madison Grimsrud. This senior will be attending Central College, majoring in kinesiology and also playing a sport. And this is Grace Corey. Grace Corey going to play volleyball at Central College and study kinesiology. This senior, she's also going to the University of Nebraska Omaha, and she is also studying molecular and biomedical biology. Emma Hendricks, number 10 for the Watertown Arrows. So congratulations to those 5 seniors, and just top character young ladies, all 5 of them. You know, it's kind of a, for me in particular, this is a little bit of, I don't know, bittersweet. I started coaching all 5 of these girls in basketball and volleyball. I've coached each one of them in one way or the other, starting in the 2nd grade, and to see them, you know, grow as young women, and you know, they're strong in their faith. Several of them are, and just zero drama. And then to see them now going on into graduation and then into their next life, it's bittersweet, because I've certainly enjoyed getting to know them, seeing them grow, and then now seeing them off on their way and making their own lives. So congratulations to all 5 of those seniors. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds for this second half.
I'm Ashton Rabine.
I'm Carter Bisker. So what's your favorite food?
Probably chicken Alfredo. What's your favorite hobby?
I like to golf a lot. My free time. I like to do. What's your favorite basketball memory?
Ooh. Probably the Sioux Falls tournaments and travel ball years. Who's your favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero? Probably Flash, because I like to resemble myself after him since I'm like fast, so yeah. What's your favorite sport?
Probably baseball.
And welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena. We had a cameo from a couple of the boys players. They're playing down in Harrisburg, and they are down at half as well down there in Harrisburg. Watertown is coming out with all 5 of their seniors again, starting this second half. A lot of work to do for the Watertown Arrows. And at this point, even if you're just looking to turn the tide a little bit and get some momentum, go into that fourth quarter and see what happens and get ready for postseason. Corey goes up strong with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Mason. Mason gives it to Van Bakern, now back to Lawrenson. Johnson's gonna reset this. She does to Dernill. Dernill now back to Mason. Shots up by Dernill, no good. Rare miss for Harrisburg. Lawrenson working on Grimsrud. Grimsrud doing a nice job there, unable to get the ball into her. It's the drive off the left hand, no good. Foul is committed. And that will be committed by Grace Corey. That will be Grace Corey's second foul. And she misses the front end of these two free throws. Matt Meyer chiming in on the stream saying, "Go Arrows." Appreciate you listening and watching, Matt. Molly Hendricks, and it's tapped out by Logan Dernill, the 5'6" sophomore guard. Madison Grimsrud with the three, no good. Corey's underneath, gets the rebound, goes back up, and gets that to go for two. Deep shot and drains it. Van Bakern. Van Bakern with 11. Thury shoots and overshoots. Little too strong by Thury.
Kranz and Russell in for Watertown.
See Kinsey Russell and Malia Kranz back in for the Arrows. Corey gets it into Emma Hendricks. Russell, now back to Hendricks. Hendricks looking, the left-hander. She's inside, gets it, tries to go to Corey again. Too strong, little low. Mason hands off to Lawrenson. Lawrenson picks up her dribble, shoots. Rebound is by Corey. Corey tried to go off of Johnson, but it did end up hitting Corey, so possession will go to Harrisburg. Van Bakern again, no good. Rebound is by the Arrows. Corey brings it up the court. Emma Hendricks now to Russell. Russell, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Thury in the paint, she is stopped. Goes back up and strong, no good, gets her own rebound. And she is going to be fouled. The foul is going to be called on, I believe, Maya Johnson. And yes, that is who they're gonna call the foul on. Jordan Remmers will check in for Emma Hendricks. Thury with the jump shot, no good. Rebound, Lawrenson. Ball just not falling for Thury here tonight. Thury is the team's leading scorer. She's only got one. Corey with the rebound, gives it off to Thury. Thury pushing up the court to Russell. Russell off the glass, no good. Jordan Remmers running the court, and she's going to get tied up against or with Lawrenson. Possession arrow does go to Harrisburg. We'll see Emerson Goldhammer checking in for Harrisburg. Durnell picks up her dribble, gives it off to Goldhammer. Goldhammer is guarded by Russell. Now back to Lawrenson. Lawrenson, deep three, nothing but net for McKinley. Lawrenson, the future Augustana Viking. Thury working the paint, gives it to Corey. Corey shoots a three, no good, too long. Russell with the rebound, and she's going to be pushed out of bounds and fouled by Emerson Goldhammer. Lily Mack will check in and give Grace Corey a break.
For the Tigers.
Inbounded to Kranz. Kranz gives it off to Remmers. Remmers looks inside, does thread the needle to Thury. Thury goes inside out to Russell. Thury's going to shoot the three, and no good. Harrisburg's going to come down with the rebound. Harrisburg's is off the races. They do have the numbers. Arrows do get back. Harrisburg's going to set this up with Mason. Mason off to Johnson. Johnson with the left-hand dribble, guarded by Thury. Shots up, and that is drained by number 24. That is Autumn Bryant. Bullseye for Kinsey Russell. Timeout by Watertown. Harrisburg up 46-17. We'll take it as well. And welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena, where we are seeing these two ESD teams. Harrisburg has been all Harrisburg here tonight. The shots have been falling fast and furious for the Harrisburg Tigers. Not so much for the Watertown Arrows. But as we see on the court, you still see the Arrows. They're smiling, they're supporting each other. And that is something that this Arrow team has done. No matter if they're ahead, if they're winning, or if they're behind and way behind like they are right now, they are a team that is little to zero drama and support each other, and you're seeing it right here in the court. So nice moment by those 5 players. And we had a mix of sophomores, juniors, and seniors out there. Harrisburg has numbers, shots up, and a travel is going to be called by Autumn Bryant, the 5'8" junior. Nice move by Kinsey Russell. Dribbles with the right hand, stops, turns, goes back, squares her shoulders, and puts up the jump shot. Grace Corey with the rebound. Jordan Remmers drives, tries to dribble in between a couple of defenders. She's going to be fouled. The Arrows will have the ball underneath their basket. Andy Olson's going to check in for Jordan Remmers. Lily Max looking, does get it to Russell. Russell, right-hand dribble, goes up, finger roll, and good. Kinsey Russell heating up here in this third quarter, giving the Arrow faithful something to cheer about. Bria Miller in for Harrisburg. First time we've seen her here tonight. Shots up by Kranz, no good. Rebound, good rebound by Lily Mack. She goes up and grabs that one. Andy Olson with a strong take to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. She will go to the line.
Andy Olson at the line, shooting 2 for the Arrows.
Bria Miller, another sophomore, 5'6" sophomore guard for Harrisburg. Olson gets that one to go. Arrows out in a full court defense that Harrisburg's able to break it. Drive by Goldhammer, no good. Rebound by Harrisburg, and Malia Kranz is going to be called for the foul, or Corey. And they're going to call Grace Corey. That will be her third.
Allison Flanagan shooting 2 for Harrisburg.
Allison Flanagan. She misses both of those, and that is going to go off of Autumn Bryant. Arrows will get possession. Lily Mack goes coast to coast. Shoots, no good. So after 3, the Watertown Arrows 22, Harrisburg Tigers 46. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Despite rising business costs, you keep doing what you love because you know you're making a difference. No matter the challenges, we're here to help you navigate the highs and lows to grow your business, to improve your living, or to buy new equipment. We all rely on you, and we're just happy to return the favor. Golden Hours.
And we're back for the fourth quarter. Harrisburg up 46-22. Corey going to inbound, looking to go to Hendricks. Does get it into Emma Hendricks. Emma's guarded by Johnson. Gets it into Madison Grimsrud. So as they started, all 5 seniors in. Corey to Hendricks. Now back to Grimsrud, trying to go low. Unable to do it, Corey. And they're gonna call a foul on, no, they're saying that Hendricks must have stepped out of bounds. Taylor Nedved, another sophomore, a 5'8" sophomore in. She wears number 14 for Harrisburg. So Harrisburg is playing a lot of girls here tonight, and why not? They're up by, you know, over 20. Ben Bacher in the inbound. Shots up, no good. Rebound comes down to Emma Hendricks. Emma looks long. Corey's down there. She shoots, and she's going to be fouled. That will send Grace Corey to the free throw line. Grace Corey, a 66.7% free throw shooter. She has 8 points here tonight, and she does lead the Arrows in scoring. First one's up and good. Grace Corey going to Central College to play volleyball and study kinesiology. She gets both of those to go. She's in double digits for the evening. And they will call Corey for her 4th foul. Emery Thury gets the steal. She is quick. She gives it off to Hendricks. Hendricks with left-hand dribble. Gets out of trouble, gives it back to Thury. Thury shoots, no good. Corey with the rebound, gives it off to Molly Hendricks. Good seal by Thury, and Thury's going to be, or a seal by Corey. Thury on the drive, and she's going to get fouled, and she should get 2 shots.
Shooting 2 for the Arrows.
Harrisburg has done a really nice job on Emery Thury here tonight. That is only her 2nd point. Both of her points have come off of free throws. She averages over 10 points a game, and she is at 3. She was at only 1 point entering the 4th quarter, so credit to Harrisburg. Travel. Nice cut down low by Nedved. And she got a great pass, but she just traveled before she was able to get the shot up. Emma Hendricks, Molly Hendricks, Madison Grimsrud, and Grace Corey. All of these girls been playing together since 2nd grade. Emery Thury now with the shot, and they play all different kinds of sports. Good move by Mason. She goes up, and Mason is fouled. That foul is committed by Madison Grimsrud. That will be her 1st. Mason gets her 1st point of the night. Jada Mason. Grace Corey goes up and gets that rebound. Emma Hendricks looking against Johnson. Shots up by Molly Hendricks, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Logan Durnell. Logan Durnell with the behind the back dribble, gives it off now to Van Bakern. Van Bakern looking, she's been driving very well here tonight. Shots up, no good. Thury with the rebound, 4:30 remaining, and Thury loses the handle. Steal by Johnson, gives it back to Lawrenson. Van Bakern on the drive. She is stopped down low by Thury and Hendricks. Shots up and good for Van Bakern. Corey running the court. She gets that to go. Corey with 12. Corey with the steal. We're going to see 5 subs, so all seniors.
Checked in for Watertown.
Go off, we'll see Malia Kranz, Kinsey Russell, Lily Mack, Jordan Remmers, and Andy Olson, arguably the future right now of the Watertown Arrows on the court. Lawrenson with the shot, and they're going to call a charge against Lawrenson. So good defensive play by the Arrows. You see that with Olson down low. She did have position. Russell on the drive, too strong. And they're going to call a jump ball. Jordan Remmers is able to tie up Van Bakern.
Autumn Bryant in for Harrisburg.
Autumn Bryant comes in for Van Bakern. Shots up and good for Jordan Remmers. Arrow bullseye for the sophomore. Happy birthday, Jordan Remmers. 16 today. Her grandma stopped up in the booth before the game, gave us some chocolate chip cookies here for Arrow TV. And Remmers shaking up just a little bit, touching her forehead. And it looks like Molly Hendricks is going to check in for Jordan Remmers. Jordan's going to meet with the trainer. And that is off of Harrisburg. Arrows will get the ball. We're going to see some substitutions come in. See Bria Miller for Harrisburg, the 5'6" sophomore guard. And Allison Flanagan back in for the Tigers. Malia Kranz for 3. No good. Harrisburg is content to just slow it down, and that's what Lincoln Tryon does. Tryon shoots, no good, and rebound is by Bryant. Right now, letting the players play here with under 2 minutes remaining in this action. Hendricks with the rebound, gives it off to Kinsey Russell. Kinsey Russell goes up to the right-hand layup and gets it to go. Kinsey Russell now with 9. Minute 30 remaining in this fourth quarter. Foul committed by Molly Hendricks. Jordan Remmers will check back in for Molly. Foul called by, or committed by Kinsey Russell. We're going to see Harrisburg clear their bench with a minute remaining. This will send Lincoln Tryon to the free throw line. First one's up and good. Tryon now with 9, actually make that 10 points. Bergen Stiff in, number 33. Reagan Shelsky, number 34, a sophomore. Stiff, a sophomore. Emerson Geddes, a freshman. She wears number 2 in for Harrisburg. Anna Hertz in for Watertown, so both teams clearing their benches. Rebound by Nedved. Sadie Worth, another sophomore, in for Harrisburg. So Harrisburg, they have a lot of talent coming up as well. A young team for Harrisburg. Jordan Remmers. See Layla Meester, she's on the right wing, gives it off to Anna Hertz. Now back to Andy Olson. And to Remmers. Remmers gonna shoot for 3. No good. Rebound by Worth. 16 seconds remaining. The Arrows still playing, both of these teams still playing. Now you can see them pick it up, and Harrisburg knows that, oh, shots up, and
that's your game, with Harrisburg taking a 53-35 decision.
shot was at the end made. I'm not sure if they counted that or not. It looks like they did count it. 53-35 will be the end of this game.
Thank you for coming. Drive carefully.
So now what the Arrows were looking for as they prepare for postseason, that does finish the season for the Harrisburg Tigers, or at least the regular season. They did what they needed to do coming in here tonight. Now they'll see how the chips fall. And of course, they're looking to host a Sodak 16 game. Right now, they've evened their record at 10-10, while the Arrows drop to 7-12. The Arrows have one more regular season game, and that will be traveling to Pierre to face the Lady Governors. Our Dakota Land Federal Credit Union player of the game here tonight is number 3, Bryn Van Bakern, a 5'7" senior guard, and she attacked the hoop all night. She was quick. She created problems on the defensive side for Watertown, and then an offensive side, she drew some fouls. She scored, I believe, 11 points and had a really, really nice game. So congratulations to Bryn Van Bakern, the senior from Harrisburg. Quick shout out to our 5 seniors playing their final game in the Watertown Civic Arena. Emery Thury going to St. Cloud State University, going to play some volleyball and take some education classes to become a teacher. Emma Hendricks and Molly Hendricks, of course, twins, and they are going to the University of Nebraska, Omaha, and to study some microbiology down there in Omaha. Madison Grimsrud, the senior, playing again her final game on the Civic Arena floor. She is going to Dakota Wesleyan University, where she is going to study nursing and play volleyball. And Grace Corey, she finishes her career here tonight on the Watertown Civic Arena, at least at home anyway. They still have a regular season game with 12 points and nearly a double-double. I'm not sure how many rebounds she had tonight, but it was nearly a double-double. She is going to attend Central College to play some volleyball and study kinesiology. So congratulations to all 5 of these seniors. We talk about it, you know, they start these travel teams when they're really young, and these 5 played through all of that, all of their high school career, and finish out playing varsity. And so congratulations to them, and a debt of gratitude for all of their leadership that they gave to the Watertown Aero program and the Watertown community. They have just been a joy to watch. Watertown does have one more regular season game, and they will travel to the home of the Governors. Well, they'll play the Lady Govs on Saturday. Right here on Aero TV, the Governors will travel to Watertown, unfortunately, and arguably very disappointing that the Governors have canceled all of the lower level. They're not bringing their lower level teams, and so it's going to be a varsity game only. And, you know, as a spectator and a supporter of high school athletics, and then of course a father of one of the boys who is not going to be able to play and finish you know, a season, that's just it's a disappointing atmosphere or disappointing decision that the undercards are not going to be traveling and playing the lower level games here in Watertown. But the Governors will be in town to face our Watertown Arrows on Saturday. You can catch that game right here live on Aero TV. And so we wish them good luck. And of course, we wish the Watertown Arrows good luck, or the Lady Arrows, as they travel to Pierre to face off against the Arrows in the last regular season game. So we want to thank Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance for this season here on Aero TV. It has been a good one, and we couldn't do this with all of their support, all of the support from the community that makes this happen, and just a really big gratitude we want to send out to everyone. So thank you for that. This is our last regular season broadcast for girls basketball here on Aero TV, unless there's a Sodak 16 game that maybe an A game could happen here, or a B game. So if you haven't subscribed to Aero TV YouTube, we would strongly encourage you to do that. Otherwise, this will be the end of the women's basketball season here on Aero TV. And as I do each and every time here on Aero TV, I want to remind you that an arrow can only be shot by pulling it backwards. So when life is dragging you back with difficulties, it means it's going to launch you into something great. So just focus and keep aiming. For all of the crew at Aero TV, we want to thank you for joining us. I am Cam Corey, and I bid you good evening.